Hi everyone, it's Josh here from Man v Psalm, and welcome to episode 2 of my journey. A couple of weeks ago, I had the blood test that you saw in episode 1, and probably I think it was about 4 days ago now. I was in the car with my girlfriend, and my doctor's surgery rang up, and they said that my doctor would need to talk to me. I couldn't talk to them at the time, so I said I'd call them later when I got home. Anyway, so when I got home, I managed to be put through to my regular doctor, which was strange because he was the one who wanted to talk to me. It was not the person who I originally went to try and get the blood test. So obviously my regular doctors found out about the test, which I was sort of not sure about. I didn't really want him to sort of know what I was going to be doing. But anyway, he doesn't really know about the Psalms that I'm going to be doing, but he obviously knows about the test. Anyway, so he wasn't happy with my blood test result. I've got the paperwork here. So I had a printout when I went down there to collect it that day. But basically, it was my serum testosterone. The normal range is 8.64 to 29.00 nmol, and my result was 41.6. and there's a message here under the results. It says raised testosterone consistent with continued taking of exogenous steroids. Now he said to me on the phone, "Are you taking? What he said to me? Are you taking anything?" And I said to him, he said to me, "The only thing I'm taking is just protein and some BCAAs, and arginine maybe at night time or in my pre-workout. But that's about it. Honestly, I'm not taking anything at the moment apart from that, which is just basic stuff." He was happy with all my other stuff, like my cholesterol. We'll go through this in a minute, but he was happy with my cholesterol, my liver, and kidney values. He was happy with, apart from the creatine, but I'll tell you that in a creatinine. But I'll tell you that in a minute. Yeah, cholesterol was fine. My lipids was good. So yeah, but with the creatinine, my creatinine was 108 umol, and the normal range for that is 62.00 to 106.00 umol, and mine was 108. But it was only slightly raised. He wasn't concerned with that. He did say, "Are you taking creatine?" And I said to him, I had not taken creatine for a month at least, and when I was taking creatine, I was only having it every other day when I got home on my days off from work, and I was going to go to the gym. I'd have only like 5 gram scoop, and it wasn't often at all. Sometimes I wouldn't even take it for 4 or 5 days, but I'll go through the rest of the results. I'll show you it in a minute. But my lipids, the cholesterol, or my cholesterol for my lipids was 4.5, and the range of that was 330 to 520, 5.20, sorry. And my triglycerides was 1.14, and the range of that is 0.80 to 2.00. So I was fine there on cholesterol and triglycerides. My blood glucose was 4.8, and the range on that was 350 to 6.00 mmol. So as when we were talking on the phone, he told me to stop taking. He told me to stop taking everything, and I said, but I highly doubt it's that's raised my testosterone that high, because he said my testosterone is far too high. It's way above normal, and yeah, obviously it is. He said there could be cross contamination with some of the products I'm taking. And I said, well, it's plausible, but it's highly unlikely. Yes, it could be cross contaminated with some of these supplements I'm buying, but I'm buying ones that I trust and use for many years. I may just have an overreactive sort of gland that's producing testosterone in such high amounts. I mean, with the figures here, I wouldn't even need to be taking testosterone, any other test-based sort of supplement, because my testosterone is already really high. And at my age, at 31, it probably should be going sort of slightly down. And I fasted for 12 hours on this test as well. And I am taking ZMA at bedtime. I did tell him that. Actually, no, I thought to tell him that, but I'm taking ZMA, but I don't know if ZMA is going to really raise it that much. And yes, I told him on the phone also that I work out a lot. Maybe he's just not used to people sort of coming into this surgery and, you know, maybe working out. And even if you did work out, I don't think it'd raise your test to those sort of levels that mine was at. So I wasn't surprised by the result. Even in the car, when they called me up, I said to Cam, I bet it's about the testosterone. And she was laughing. I tell you, I know it's high anyway. I know how my body is and how I'm very good at listening to it, and I was not shocked by the result because just the way that I'm wired and have been since I went through puberty. I went down there because I wanted to get the results, but he said, in a nutshell, I want you to have another blood test in 2 weeks' time. And I was just like, really? You know, another blood test? You know, I don't like them anyway, and to have another one. He's like, no, you really need to have another one. I was like, all right, I'll do it then. First he said, come in 3 weeks, and he said, oh no, okay, do it in 2. So my blood gets taken on the 2nd of August in the morning. I'll probably wait another week, the results in that, and whatever result from that is, I don't know what he's even going to do. He's going to refer me to some sort of specialist at some sort of hospital to look into it further, some sort of scan. I don't know. I don't have any side effects, any symptoms. My hair's not falling out. I've got my mum's hair. I've got a huge load of hair. I have no acne. My aggression's fine. My libido is very, very high. Very high. You know, extremely high. I went down and I said, you know, I said to the receptionist, can you ask him, the doctor, if I can still work out? And she came back after she spoke to him and said, yeah, I can still work out. But I assume he wants me to stop taking the stuff, but I haven't. I'm still taking all my supplements, my protein, which is only pea protein. And yeah, I said the arginine before I work out, and the arginine before bed, the BCAAs, the ZMA. That's it. There's nothing else in me. But he seems to think that possibly I'm on taking something. And obviously, I guess you would with the results here. But I may just be genetically gifted with producing high testosterone. But I saw the form for the next blood test, and I can't remember exactly what was on there, but he was testing my whole hormone palette. I can't remember what was on there. There was things like free test, DSHG or something like that, triglycerides, electrolytes. He's doing a much more greater depth of a hormone check. But in regards to the LGD, my dad's been on holiday. He's come back. He's just restarted it, and he's had some slight headaches. But it may just be because he may have a little cold. He said he's a little bit bunged up, but he's having them before bedtime now. That's what I'd probably be doing. I'd be having LGD before bed because it's really, when you're recovering at night. That's when it's most important, in my opinion. But I will be trying different things. But I can't start the LGD until these results come back normal. And yes, I could take it and then have the blood test on the 2nd of August, but then I'm just messing things up because the LGD is going to suppress my test, so I'm not really going to get an accurate understanding of what's going on with my natural testosterone. So I don't want to start anything until I've got the all clear, really, which is annoying because I said, like, my dad's taking the stuff, and also I want to be taking it too. But I'll show you the results now. I'll just fold up my personal details, obviously. The NHS, you know, I think that'll probably do. I'm going to talk a bit more about LGD, but you can't really see, but the results are there. Oh, hold on. There you go, you can see the testosterone there. See that? read what it says about me taking possible steroids? Right, but I mean that's the results anyway. So I'll keep that for my records, and I'll get the next printout when I go down there. Well, after the results come in, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't think there's anything wrong with having high testosterone. He seems to think there is, but when I did online research, no one really knows what happens with high testosterone long term. But there's no scientific evidence, and that's what I learned from it when I was doing my research. No one knows. So I was left confused. So what I did, I spoke to a company in London called OptiHealth, OptiMen or OptiMale, and they specifically do testosterone checks, home testing blood kits. They test again the whole hormone palette for males, which is what my doctor's doing now. And I spoke to the guy on the phone who worked for the company. He was shocked for it to be that high, and I told him I want to take SARMs and stuff, only for like 8 weeks, 4 to 8 weeks, depending on how I get on. You're obviously saying that they're overrated and don't do them. He didn't know what Leganadrol was though, or he didn't know what LGD 4033 was. But everyone has entitled to their own opinion. I'm not, it was really to talk about the testosterone. I sort of said, why is it so high? Even though I sort of know why I don't know why it's high, but I know the effects of what I've had to live with for so long, since puberty. But I just wanted to find out a bit about how many people they test that get that high. He says not many. It's very rare. I mean, a person in their 20s, early 20s might be, I don't know, 21, 25, high 20s. But to be at 41, and then it's funny, I have a test next in a couple of weeks' time, and then what if it comes back as like, I don't know, 46 or 50? And then what's he going to say? What's the doctor going to say then? So I just don't know. It's really, really odd. But I mean, the LGD that I've got is from Psalms for You. I might just say it now because that's where I got it from. I mean, lots of sort of weird, sort of not lots, but I'm hearing things that people think they're not legit and they're bunk and they don't work and that they're fake, and that the testing company that they use are not legit. So I just wanted to ask anyone here if anyone has bought Leganadrol or any Psalm from Psalms for You. You can vouch whether or not they work or not, because I've not taken it yet for obvious reasons, and I don't want to take it at all if it's not what it says it is, because I don't want to be messing around my body, especially after the results that I've got is all really, really good and all healthy, and there's nothing for me to worry about. I don't really want to be messing things up, because I've been going to gym a lot recently, been eating a lot. I've been eating not enough yet, because I wanted to start eating fully properly when I start. Buying in. I was gonna buy in the meals that are all pre-prepared for me. Yeah, it'll cost me a bit, but it would only be for the cycle, so I get a good quality run of what I'm gonna do. But my weight's gone up. My weight at the moment, 10 stone 8, I think, when I weighed myself in the morning, but I hadn't gone to the toilet yet, so it probably might be a little bit lower. Like 10.9. I'm 10.9. 10 stone 9 pounds, I think. The Psalms for You is where I got the Psalms from. So if anyone's used them before, they're apparently Europe's leading Psalm distributor, but I don't know. There's loads out there. I went for them because they had reviews. I should have gone for Research Chem, or there was another UK website who was selling it in a serum form. It is all sold out at the moment. I should have probably bought it from there, but I mean, my dad's been on stuff. He's not had any sort of, apart from the odd headache, he might just not feeling 100%. And it's too early to tell whether or not, if he has had any sort of lean muscle increase yet. I might go gym today or tomorrow. I've got some day. This is my first day off, and got tomorrow off, and I go back to work. So yeah, that's about it. I'm really sorry I can't start the LGD yet because the blood results. and I got another one on the 2nd of August. So once that's done, and I have to wait another 5 days to a week to get the results. Whatever happens to that, I don't know. I mean, the funny thing is, my brother, a couple of years ago, maybe a year ago, he went to the doctor to have a blood test because he thought something was wrong with his bladder. My brother's creatinine levels are really high, way above normal as well. And the doctor, the same doctor, we have the same doctor, he said to my brother, "Are you taking steroids?" And my brother's like, "No, I'm not even go." My brother doesn't even really go gym. And like, he kept saying, "My brother, you taking steroids?" And my brother's like, No, I'm not taking any steroids. And my brother had another couple of blood tests in total, like after that, because the doctor kept checking. My brother's levels only dipped a little bit, and nothing happened. They didn't do anything for my brother. My brother just, that was it. You know, he's wearing quite a lot, but it turned out that my brother's just wearing too tight clothes at work, and it was sort of, when he was sitting down at work in the van, it was just putting pressure on his bladder, making him want to go to the wee more. But the creatinine, I said mine was a fraction above, so I wasn't fussed for that. I'm happy that everything else is normal, and in healthy range. So I'm glad I got it done. No regrets there. But anyway, that's the end of the video. I'll do episode 3 when I get the blood test done and I get the results. Okay, but yeah, this is Man v Sam out, and I'll see you in the next episode. See you later.